All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another round of coffee questions. What's today's topic? I'm going to talk about headlamps, and this one is at $16.99. I'm going to put up a product code in a minute that you can use at checkout, and it's going to slash this down to $9.28. It's a hell of a good buy. One of the guys out in the club where we get tools from Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Lowe's, all this stuff, he found this online, he found the code, he went ahead and he bought it, and he just got it today. Haven't had a lot of time, to wear this thing and put it through its motions, but right here to my right, you're going to see a lot of things answered for you. So we'll take a quick look at this, and then we're going to jump from here into questions and answers, but I'm going to end this whole thing with some kind of comical pictures that I took off of the web. So hang in there with me if you want, or otherwise jump ahead if you're not interested in this. But if you are, one of the complaints that I get is, hey, we appreciate you throwing up the deals, but all of a sudden it's 4 or 5 days later, or even a day or two later, and they're not honoring the deal anymore. Yeah, that's true. Now, there's sometimes I can't tell you how long the deal will last for. If you want something that I'm showing you, go ahead and click the link below, use the code, get it into your cart on Amazon, and get ready to buy it, because I can't tell you whether they'll pull that code down today, tomorrow, next week, next month. I don't know. All right, so let's take a look at this thing, and I'll give you my thoughts on this. Okay, so it's got the 9 modes. It also has 21 LED bulbs. It also, on the back of it, has got like a flashing red kind of warning thing. So, if you're working at night anywhere around traffic, or you're walking your dog or riding a bike at night, it's to let other people, as a safety precaution, know, hey, you're around. Now, the other thing is it's rechargeable, which means you don't have to buy AA batteries. I had somebody send me a thing, a note and saying, hey, can I put AA's in this when the batteries go bad? The answer is no. I'm told these batteries will last one hell of a long time, and they're rechargeable. So don't worry about the AA's. It's got a USB port. You just clip it on, it recharges. How long does it last? 6 to 9 hours on average, according to the specs. Okay, so the one thing I did notice about this, I strapped it on and was playing around with it. It's nice. It fits comfortably. Now, I would tell you, put the headband on that goes over your forehead first and secure it, because it is a little heavy. But it's well constructed. It's got an aluminum housing on it, but it's got a little bit of a weight to it. But if you secure this on your head properly, it's not a problem. One of the other things somebody said, well, when I do that, it seems to be the padding in there can be a little uncomfortable. Well, I didn't notice that, but I'm not wearing it, 8 and 12 hours a day or anything like that. It's kind of intermittent use for me, or that's the reason why I went ahead and bought it after trying it out at the club. But you can also line the inside of this easy enough with some additional padding if it bothers you. It's an easy fix. Okay, your question, are the lights adjustable? Yeah, the ones on the side and the center light, yeah, they're adjustable. To a point, yeah, but you can adjust them by playing around with it. Do I see anything negative about it? I would tell you in one way, no. I don't see any negatives about this at all. The one thing I would be concerned about is if you wear this for a while, these lamps and that housing get hot. And, so you don't get burned or whatever. If you're going to be wearing them, this is just a thought, if you're going to be wearing it for like hours and hours on end, because you work somewhere at night where you need it, then you might want to get another device. But if you're using it intermittently, and there's a button on top to turn it on and off and to switch modes, and you can, we'll go through the modes in a minute, it isn't an issue. But if you're going to wear it with, this top brightness going, and you're going to wear it for a long period of time, yeah, you might not. It does get really hot. Talking about different modes, well, it's got the flood. It's got like a floodlight, let's say setting. It's got one for spot. It's got one for police strobe. There's one for reading light. And, the button on top, you'll see, I'll show you different pictures here in a minute. It's easy to switch the modes around. So, and it is waterproof, like it says. Now, I didn't try it anywhere near a super wet environment, but yeah, it just says they're waterproof. Can you tell me about batteries and replacement batteries if I ever need to replace them? Well, they're lithium, and they're 18650 lithium batteries. But like I said, the charge will last you 8 to 9 hours, which is more than enough time for me and what I'm doing, and it's easily rechargeable. with that USB. Everything comes with this in one thing. So let me throw the code up here. It's also going to be, easy to apply this code when you do the checkout. But let me give you the code real quick, and then we'll keep talking. Can I use this in the working trades? I mean, that's what you're asking. I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. Anything that requires you to work in the dark, this is a great little device. And with the discount and the fact that it's going to be $9 and whatever odd cents that I said, it's an outstanding deal for what it is and for how much brightness you have with this. And you can control it through the different modes. And like I said, you can go from spotlight to floodlight also. Depends on what you're doing. If you're an automobile technician or a mechanic and you're up under the car because it's on a lift and it's really dark and you can't see up into what you're doing, or in the engine bay or something, this could be incredibly handy. And again, you're probably not going to use it consistently for that full 8 to 9 hours. But like I said, I mean, depending on the mode that you have it set in, it can get really hot. And it's well constructed. It's got, that's all aluminum housing, like I said. That's the reason why I liked it. It's nice and durable. Somebody goes, well, out at the club, that was a little heavy. But when I played around with the head strapping on this, the part that goes across your forehead, like I said, it became really easy to make it comfortable. Now, if I was going to wear it for a long period of time, yes, I would put a little bit of additional padding in there, which is very easy to do. Outside of that, if I was a mechanic or an auto tech, yeah, I would definitely want this in and around my toolbox because I can see where it would come in real handy. Now, if you're doing any kind of other work, if you're an electrician, you're on 24-hour call and you've got to go out and work on something, yeah. So I'm not real clear what you meant by the trades, but any trade that requires working where it's dark, it's a great bargain, hell of a deal, easily recharges. Yeah, what about if you wear a hard hat? Well, look at the second paragraph over here to my right, coming from the top down. They give you clips with it where you can clip it onto a hard hat. That's not something that I tried to do out at the club, but it says it does come with the necessary clips. Yeah, could I see myself using all 9 modes? No, there's an SOS mode on there. And like I said, the strobe light mode, I probably would not be using those very much. Now, I can tone this down to like a reading lamp kind of lighting. I can see myself using that, or I can see myself, wanting to use the spotlight, floodlight portion of it, depending on what you're working on. But it's all dependent on what you do, seriously. How much does it weigh? 10.4 ounces. What kind of a switch is there? It's just a push button switch. I think it's a lot easier. Let me just go through some slides real quick. I'll show you some of the other products. We'll talk about the specs. Good deal when you have that code to slash this to $9 some odd cents if you could use something like this. Here we go. Let's look at the slides. Okay, so this is just a quick picture showing you what it looks like out of the box. That big black square silicone thing in the back, well, that's where the LED indicator is, and or the lights rather, the red ones, and I'll show you that here in just a sec. Okay, so in this photo, it shows you by opening, that silicone box, we'll call it. This is where it houses the lithium batteries if you should need to replace them ever. Okay, so here's that back plate that I showed you, and you heard me say, well, it lights up in red. Well, here, let me show you a different picture and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so here's the photo, and over on the far left, it'll show you, where your power is in terms of charging. But the point here is this, when the switch is on, it's lighting up red like that. And like I said, it's a safety feature. Okay, so here we are, and it's showing you when it's lit up in red if you want to turn it on at night because you're out cycling or walking the dog or something. And this is what it does. Nice safety feature. But anyway, I wanted to give you a picture with the lights on so you could see it. Okay, so we're back around to the ad, like I said, and you got the coupon code. And so just go ahead, if this is something you're interested in on checkout, like I said, just go ahead, attach it. Boom, there you go. You're not going to beat the price, especially if you need something like this. So for the fun of it, let me throw up some slides here, just kind of comical to end the video with, and have a little bit of fun. Here we go. Yeah. Hello, princess. You need a little bit of help there? Yeah. You might want to rethink how you're hanging your door here, buddy. Yeah, you can always appreciate a woman wanting to help, right? I don't know how the hell she's going to get out of there, but I found that was amusing. And here's a 4.5-inch angle grinder beard trimming tool, I guess. Well, that would piss you off. And here's an interesting game you can play next time you're down at the sports bar. The one on the left sure isn't going to work, and the one above my head, you might want to take that off your car. Okay, so these are the last two. It's all been just kind of a joke, just some fun slides that I found. Anyway, I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe. I hope you keep following me. If you think this is a good deal for that headlamp, I've given you the coupon code. Like I said, try to act kind of quick. I don't know how long the deal will be up there for. All right, folks, thank you. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.